All right, welcome back. Well, this week you might be thinking about New Year's resolutions and what you want to achieve in 2025. Michelle Essery from Full Well Neurofeedback and Counseling in Hoover joins us now live with some tips on how we can set New Year's resolutions. Michelle, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Claire.
All right. So first of all, let's talk about why it's important to have New Year's resolutions.
Right. Well, the beginning of the year is a really good time to evaluate, to take a minute, take a step back and evaluate how things are going, right? Something we don't always do when we're busy or when things get kind of back to back or we get in the middle of things is we don't take the time to take a step back and look at how things are going and where we want to go, right? It can be really easy to start to just keep doing what we've been doing over and over again. And it almost becomes like a hamster wheel, right? We get in a rhythm, we get in a rut. And so it can be a really good time, right? It's that new year, everybody's talking about this kind of thing. It can be a really good opportunity to take a look at what's going on in your life. And maybe there are some areas where you want to grow or change or try something new.
I love that. And you actually have a graphic I'm about to show our viewers. Yeah. It sort of helps looking at goals for the next year. Let me go ahead and put this up. Talk about how I love how it's like how to create a goal in each of these categories. I've never thought of it with that type of approach before.
Yeah, I think one of the tricks with any kind of resolution is you want it to be something simple that you can try and start to add to your life. But I find it's really helpful when I do any kind of evaluation to take, literally this takes you just a few minutes to ask these questions of yourself in each of these areas. And it can really give you some insight into what around your whole life might need, or you might want some change. These are main areas, right? Health and fitness, career, professional, personal development, financial, and relationships. And each of these kind of represent different aspects of your life. If you have a couple other things that are really important to you, you could add those areas too. But the idea is to ask just a question or two about that to find out what's going on and where you might want to grow. So health and fitness, for example, what would you like improve about your health this year? This could be something really simple, like I really want to move more this year, or it could be something a little bit more specific. By the end of the year, I want to lose some weight, or by the end of the year, I want to be able to walk 5K without running out of breath, like something. Yeah. It could be much more significant. By the end of the year, I want to run a marathon a month. I know somebody who did that.
Yes. No, I love that. And I feel, and looking at this graphic, I feel like I've always just thought, oh, okay, I've always focused on health and fitness, but I love that we have career and professional or in profession and then personal development. Like I love these other areas as well. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Career and professional, obviously everybody's career or professional life looks a little different, right? Somebody's going to move in the trade route. Somebody's going to be in like a white collar setting. So these questions are going to be specific to whatever your setting is. Like to improve, adjust, or adapt in work this year. It could be that you've been thinking about changing jobs, or it could be you've been thinking about learning a new skill or improving an area of your work life, or maybe it's something even simpler than that. You want to build a healthier work relationship with the person that's on your team or your boss or something really simple, but a simple goal in this area can be developed around the idea of what it is that you want to grow in or get better. Personal development is similar. Is there something you want to learn about? Do you want to try something new? Do you want to grow or get better at something you care about, right? If, I've talked about doing an art class with a friend of mine just to do something fun, and I really enjoy art, but I don't have an outlet. That would be a great personal development goal for me, right? Maybe I'll do a pottery class with my friend this year, and that could be something I could grow better at. Or maybe there's an area that I really want to get better at, and I could read a book or talk to a professional or something like that. Financial goals are always good ones. They can be kind of stressful at the beginning of the year, but are there areas where you want to stabilize or grow or invest your finances, right? Is there one or two things that's going to make a big difference in your life financially? And then relationship wise, what relationships are important to you? Even just taking a second and looking at the relationships around you and deciding, what do I want in my relationships this year? I have these couple of friends, I really want to spend more time with them. Or, I haven't gotten a lot of time with my family. Maybe that's a question you want to ask yourself. Do you want to get that extra time with them? How can you do that? Is it simple, like once a week, we're going to have a family dinner? That would be a really good, simple goal in the area of relationships and family.
I love that. Again, I had not thought about it in as having a simple goal per area, but I love that. So that's something to think about. Hopefully our viewers will take that too. I'm going to leave that graphic up for just another second so they can take note of some of this. And Michelle, we appreciate you being with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Claire. I always love it.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.